The thing is, if you want to oil the tins, for whatever batch you're doing, okay, a small batch you'll get around 66, so you need 66 tins. The large, around 56, 57, okay? Okay, just a bit of a dip. Again, not too much oil. Okay. Fill this water right here. Now this mark here is about 14 litres. We've got sugar and salt. What we need is 12 ounces of each. You know, near enough, 0.1 or 2 over, it don't matter. Of course, is the yeast, all right? Break off in blocks, okay? We never want to have it all crumbled up or anything like this. In the warmer seasons, we can, in the summer for instance, you don't need a lot. That'll be anywhere from 1.6 ounces, and into the cooler months, anywhere up to about 4. At the moment, spring, we'll do about 2.7. That's okay, around this time. Just all depends on the weather. We need to crumble it, okay? So like this, crumble. 1 whole bag per mix, okay? Strip off the top. Wind this up to as high as it can go. We always mix this on the first speed, which is the slowest speed, okay? So each mix will take around somewhere between, you know, 8 to 10 minutes or so, okay? Oh, some pomace oil, okay, that we put into this mix. So everything's marked, you can't go wrong, just like the water level on that container. Yeah, just like that, you got enough oil. Now, the first step of this, the majority of the mix is all on slow, okay? So, we hit start. Just stop it for a second. Okay, make sure everything's in there. You'll see you can scrape this with the knife a bit. Like it's really becoming a more solid piece of dough. This is when I actually very carefully add the oil in, okay? So just around the sides, just a little bit at a time, because you will see how the mixer picks it up. So a little bit at a time. And this basically works the dough. What I'm about to do is put it on the second speed, okay? Basically for about a minute to 2 minutes, depending how quick the oil takes in and it becomes a more solid dough. To work it quicker, okay, is on this speed. Now, it's been about a minute and a half or 2 minutes, and you can see the dough, none of it is sticking to the side, okay? So that's a sure sign it's ready. Right, I'll put it on a slower speed just so you can see it more. Now what's very important as well is that you don't overmix the dough, okay? Because you basically, it's got to a point, the yeast is activated, the gluten in there is activated in the flour, okay? And it's got to a stage, it'll be very warm, you can't overwork anything or it'll basically collapse. See, it's pretty tight, okay? So that's why you know, because it's been working. You can kind of see it becomes like a membrane there, thin, and that's when you know it's ready. Okay. So finished, wind it down. Very important and easier to wind it all the way down. Then from here, I'm basically gonna take out the hook, okay, just like this. Get any excess dough very carefully, lift. Working alone, okay, but basically like, because what we're going to do, we're going to fill individual balls. Okay. Now, just to let you know as well, the small dough we do, they're for delivery pizzas or pick-up pizzas, okay? The larger size are for the slices in the front counter, okay? So, the difference in size, small is 1.35, okay? Large is 1.75, it's 1.77. So, that basically gives this dough as well time to rest and easier to work with, and again a better product at the end because you're not stressing it. That's more or less what it is. We're gonna make balls, okay? So we basically keep putting the top around into the bottom, alright? Like this. Grab your hands like that. Alright. Alright, so from here, what I do, I just give a bit of a roll. Side of your hand here, you're basically forming more of a perfect ball. But what it does, it's basically putting whatever you were trying to work into the bottom to form it, that makes it a bit tighter, okay? So again, all right, and if you see the bottom here, this is what it is. But basically we're pulling the top and we're putting, but just, you know, not so heavy-handed, gentle enough, okay? We're pulling the top into the bottom, basically in that direction the whole time. From here, as I say, a few of these, all right, like this. You see it's pretty smooth, silky as well, okay? Like this, grabbing the bottom, grabbing it like this, okay? Okay. All right, much better. Now, again, a bit of a dip of the oil, not too much, and again, you know, every 7 or 8. And we brush the whole surface of the top, okay? You'll work it out. Now, basically, just 2 hands, squash this down, okay, not too crazy, and we put it in the tin like that, okay? Thing just to watch, okay? Now, you shouldn't flatten it down more on one side than the other. You keep it pretty balanced, okay? Even when you're picking it up, okay? Even when you're picking it up, do it gentle enough, okay? Like this. Right from this stage up to when they're making the pie. Alright? Just like that. Nothing too crazy.